Stop
Y'all ain't ready.
Young Obama in the track and this breaking my heart. I'm waiting on that call where they rip him apart. Them hot wings make you fart when they fly through the dark. And them killers like sharks, the way they float through the park. Deep in the dark, deep in the night. Young Obama was a scholar, so it's time to make it right. Hand me them black bandanas, them loud black pipes. 4 tickets on American, it's time to take a flight. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 on the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Shout out to them youngins introduced so false cases. Scrambling for food in that Philly train station. That personal thing, youngin'. Forgot the shell cases. Competition heard the track. They all free basic. We really love the queens. Holding down the kings. Loading hot slings with multiple hot wings. Every ghetto scene hit his heart, hit his spleen in the Chinese store. Put-a-ding, put-a-ding. I'm the lord of the wing. Hyena hot wings. Respect my kids and my queen. Hyena hot wings. My fam and my team. Hyena hot wings. My goals and my dreams. On the table with 5 trains, the seal's been cracked. They raping, they purging, they loading up them straps. Jamal know geometry, his brain on his lap. Endorse the final chapter, I know we'll be back. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 in the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Bacardi wanna dance, she in love with a bag. Shoot a bloody rag with the triple black jack. Young and body count like that. Turn goons into ass. Talk wigs and mountain bikes. They call it shoot a drag, youngin'. Tack the trap, youngin' just like him. Now's a meeting in the jungle. And Steve's in the den, they chose rag and queen. I could still hear him scream. I was stuffed for law. Shooters on their day. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 on the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Shout out to them youngins introduced so false cases. Scrambling for food in that Philly train station. That personal thing, youngin'. Forgot the shell cases. Competition heard the track. They all free basic.
Yeah. Billions. Welcome. We welcome everybody to Billionaire Radio, LLNEAR, because the billions are near. I'm your host, Big Arm, the lad with the pad over here. It's my star, it's my co-host, Lateef Billions. This is the show that keep you entertained. We are the infamous Troll Brothers. It's gonna make you laugh, make you mad. What's it gonna make you do?
Man, it's gonna make you cry.
Make you don't get upset sometime, but you like what these brothers talking about. Keep you entertained, as I say. Comedy, life, entertainment, celebrities, and education. That's what this show's about for those that want to know. This is what we bring. Every show, all the time. And guess what? Season 2, episode 59, everybody. Right now, tune in live on Billionnear Radio. We're about to take y'all on an infamous plane ride. As we start taking off, it's going to start off smooth, get a little rocky, a little bit turbulence. But when we land, it's going to say, yeah, it was a smooth landing. Because this is the show that keep you entertained, everybody. This is how we make it happen. If you guys are new to the channel on Billionaire Radio, please like,
comment,
share, and subscribe. Please, if you're already a subscriber to the channel, share it so someone else can be subscribed to the channel. We appreciate everybody. There's a lot going on in the world today. But just know, Before we get started, today's show is brought to you by An Outfit for You, a family of brands by Michael Keenan. If you want your brand to be successful, productive, make money, my guy Michael is the guy. Why do I say that? Because his company built a lot of these fashion brands you guys like to wear. Some of them fashion brands are WESC, Hurley, Steve Madden, Joseph Abboud, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, and Sean John. His company also wardrobed 17 of those television shows. So if you guys are watching TV, understand his company wardrobed 17 of those. I think there's more, but I got 17. Some of those shows you guys like to watch: NCIS, Chicago, Law and Order, Blue Bloods, Magna PI, SWAT, This Is All of Us, and all those FBI shows. There's not a night you're not going to see his stuff when you're watching television. He has a network of executives from retail, entertainment, fashion, sports, you name it. They're making it happen. He always has a plan. He sticks to it. How do I know? Because he built my fashion brand. Everybody's waiting. You guys will see it in stores soon. But hit him up directly, Michael at outfitforyou.com, or you just go to the website at outfitforyou.com. On that note, we rocking season 2, episode 59, everybody.
Let's get it popping.
You know, it's a lot going on in the world today. But you know what caught my mind? Remember, season 1, we talked about the young brother from Virginia Tech. And remember, he got catfish. And we joked about it. We laughed, you know, but like we always do. And the young brother was pretty much, he did a Tinder date, like online Tinder, the app, the dating website. He went to go meet this woman. The woman gave him head. Remember that? Woman gave him head. Found out the woman was a man. Remember that? Woman was a man.
He ended up killing him.
He ended up killing him. The verdict came out, you know, I don't want to say it was, I don't know if it was today, I don't know if it was yesterday, but he's proven innocent in all charges.
Wow.
He can now go back to finish playing football.
Wow.
You know, he was at Virginia Tech. He's a freshman. Remember, he was a linebacker.
Right.
I was happy to see, but I told you that was going to happen. I said, you know, when you lie and say that you're a woman, you're really a man, and you give somebody fellatio, there got to be consequences for stuff like that. Not to say that anybody deserves to die. Let's just clear the air. But in this case, somebody died.
Right.
You know, but for him, guys, there's probably going to be some trauma involved in his life. He's probably going to need therapy the rest of his life because he has to go on knowing his friends teasing him, everybody teasing him that a man gave you head. Like, what do you think about that situation? Like, you know.
I think that's the least of his problems. I think that the charges on his resume going to affect his life more than what happened to him on that.
He don't have any charge. They dropped it. It went to the trial and everything's been dropped.
It doesn't matter. It's still out there that he murdered somebody. That's still on your jack.
No, that's not on no jack. When they drop the charges, that means it's gone. He's not in jail.
That means it's going off paperwork. But everybody know he murdered somebody. His employee gonna know, even though he was proven innocent, that he still murdered the person. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for him. Especially football teams, and especially you talking about he trying to play football, and you know the community gonna come down hard on that. And you know, it's all about endorsements, and stuff like that. So it's probably gonna be hard for him to get on a team. But, we'll see. I'm
glad you said that. You know me. I'm gonna put some information out there later. So as we don't never know how these things happen, right? Things go to court. We wonder, like, well, what happened?
Right.
So pretty much what they found out was that he had to plead self-defense for his life. He's afraid for his life because the person was reaching for a knife. And when they did the investigation and the search in the house, the cops discovered there was a long knife, a butcher knife of some sort, under the bed between the mattress.
Okay. So he got off on self-defense.
Scared for his life.
Right.
Because the person reached for the knife.
What state was this in?
This happened, Texas. Well, no. He's from Texas, but it happened in Virginia.
They got
Blacksburg, Virginia.
They got some strong laws, so he must have had a very good lawyer.
Oh, his lawyer cried on the stand. On the close, his lawyer cried.
Wow. Yeah, his lawyer.
Remember, this happened a year ago.
They need to look him up. Everybody need to look him up because Virginia.
Well, no, they were saying, because you got to understand.
They're trying to roof you in Virginia.
Yeah, but it's hard to roof a person when they act like they're a woman, they're a man.
I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about I'm talking about the person, the guy that it happened to. Even though it wasn't self-defense, and even though he was fooled, you know what I'm saying, and found the surprise, and
and I just skipped his name because I can't pronounce it. That's why I skipped it. But I'm being honest. It's a Meeman Atoot. I just know the E2 two E's. I guess his last name Atoot. But
right.
I think he's going to be a star, and I think he's going to the NFL.
I don't know.
Listen, let me tell you why I said this. If there was a problem, just think about this. He's in college.
Right.
The article came out. He's now innocent. He can go back and play football. Do you know who the main coverage was of this story?
What?
ESPN. So that's what I'm saying. So that means he has his life back now.
All right, he might have his life back, but he's gonna have to be really good to surpass everything.
He's already good. He was the top ranked linebacker freshman coming up.
So he was the top recruit.
Yeah.
Oh, so Alabama and Georgia.
This is why this is a big story.
Oh, okay.
He's the top recruit freshman.
All right, well, wait, maybe his skills might overtake all this.
Well, he's a little rusty now. He's sat in jail for a year, but
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's hard to get. I mean, and you murdered one of them. It's gonna be hard. But like you said, if he's as good as you say he is, he should be able to work through all that.
Listen, murder is not. Listen, he stomped. Remember, he stomped him. Listen, the autopsy said.
You ain't making the case better.
I'm just saying.
You're not making his case any better.
The autopsy said that all the bones in the person's face were broken. They suffered bleeding in the brain and had missing teeth. That's how bad he stomped him. He admitted he stomped him. But here's the thing. Now the story comes out. He wasn't the only player. So this guy was online looking for straight college people with the alias on Tinder.
But looking like makeup, looking like a woman.
Right. So they went to go see this person.
That's his fault.
It was like 3 of the football players
on Tinder. He shouldn't have been on Tinder anyway.
It was all on. It's a couple guys though. See, now that it comes out, there's a couple. Once the murder came out, everybody wanted to pretend they had nothing to do with it.
Right.
But it was 2 guys that were with him when he went to the apartment to see the person.
They got a lot of time on it.
And the one guy went in and said it was dark, so he left. He said, "Looked a little weird. Thought it was a guy."
So his radar went off from the gate.
He said, "I ain't messing with that." So the other boy when he went in there, it was like he couldn't really tell.
Right.
They was trying to see what was going on.
Yeah. So whose fault is that?
Well, he said he went back and got hit.
Yeah, that's his fault. That's his fault.
And I just...
He bought that.
But, all right, so, but the thing is, he admitted that he got hit in the $50 gift card. The guy gave him $50 gift card. All the stuff that are coming out.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
I know. These are not your favorite topics, but I find them hilarious. But I'm just glad that he got off. That's all. But I'm just saying, let's just take it back to the last show we talked about that time. If you're acting like a woman and you're really a man, there definitely should be consequences, especially if you commit a sexual action towards somebody, not tell them that you're really a man.
Yeah, but they saying death is the consequence.
No.
Yeah, that's deep.
But I'm just saying this brother has to deal with trauma and the rest of his life.
I understand the beating up and all that and stomping the mud hole, but I mean, when you start talking about murder, then that's a whole nother level.
But he got to deal with the trauma of knowing that.
That ain't no trauma, man.
Okay, you tell me a man suck you off and they gonna bother you?
That ain't gonna happen though. Okay. I'm not worrying about that. But I'm just saying.
But wait a minute.
All the weirdo stuff that's going on out here.
But how do you say that's not trauma?
Illuminati, the whole rapping. Come on, man. He'd be all right. He'd be all right.
How can you say this young brother?
Some of your favorite people got hit like that.
We're not talking about favorite people. We're talking about a young brother, freshman, because he's young. He's under 21, right? He got that's trauma to know that you're a straight person and a man sucked you off. Like, you got to do that the rest of your life. And of course, everybody's going to tease you. Like, that's trauma. Like, he ain't starving for the rest of his life. Especially if he liked it and bust off.
Man, he'll get over it.
There's no way you could be that calm about this topic.
I'm just saying.
There's no way. He'll get over it.
Get over it. I'm just saying it's already enough weirdo stuff going on out in this world today.
I'm not talking about the weirdo stuff.
He'll blend right in, man.
I'm not talking about.
He'll blend right in.
If somebody wants to do it, it's different. If you were tricked into doing it, it's a different story.
I don't know if he didn't. I don't know.
See, now
I don't know if he knew or not.
He didn't know. No, none of them knew.
He probably, I don't know. It probably went. The whole thing could have went a little.
No,
different.
because when he went back, they went back to see was it a man or not. They wasn't sure, so they went back to see, and that's when all this happened.
Yeah, well, I don't see how he got off that case. I don't see how he premeditated and went to looking for this person, murdered them.
No, he didn't go to murder him. He just wanted to ask, was it a man or was it a woman?
And he ended up stomping his cranium and breaking every bone in his whole skull and face.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you missed the whole point, though.
They missed the point.
Well, tell me the point.
What I'm saying is...
No, tell me the point.
Murder is the point.
No, that's not my point. Tell me the point I'm making.
You're trying to say that the boy is going to be traumatized.
Correct.
For the rest of his life.
Correct.
That's your opinion.
He's already talking about that.
Man, he probably doing that for the case. Ain't no telling if he back on Tinder again, bro. You don't know.
See, all right, we're gonna skip right past that because
you don't know that man, bro.
Now you're accusing the man of something,
and you're not accusing the man.
I'm telling you what happened. The transcripts came out.
Okay, he got away with it. It's good for him. But in my opinion, I don't think he's gonna be traumatized for the rest of his life. He'll get over it.
But you'll say, but if it happened,
no, it won't happen.
Right.
What I'm saying is, people get over worse.
It's not that. Nah, man. It's not that easy.
People get over worse things.
All right. So here's something even crazier, right? So it's a Olympic champion. I've messed these names up, right? Her name is Caster Semenya, right? She had to offer to show the track officials her vajayjay to prove she was actually a woman. Now, what happened was she was winning, and but she looks like a man, her structure like a man. So they felt like she was actually a man, but they wasn't sure if it was a man or a woman. But she has this kind of, I don't know if it's called a disease, but it's something where more testosterone is produced than estrogen in a woman.
All right, but she in track and field.
Track and field.
And they just violated her like that.
They didn't violate it. They thought she had a penis.
So they made a woman go into a tent.
No. I said she offered because she wanted to prove her point.
Oh, she offered to pull.
She been penalized where she couldn't.
She offered to show him.
Yeah.
Okay.
She like, listen, I pull this thing out, and you guys can see it. But the crazy thing about it was she tried to say she's a female. This is a whole big thing. You don't see it on HBO Real Sports. It's a whole big deal.
But
about
she is
this.
a female.
She is a female.
She just got a lot of testosterone.
Right. She's suffering from a condition where it produces a lot of testosterone. She's been battling this since she was 13 years old.
Okay.
But she's been winning from the 400. She's been constantly winning.
So she muscle bound.
She had 30 races unbeaten.
Okay.
And so, but they was giving her like drugs and things to make her reduce her testosterone in her body.
Okay.
Or she couldn't compete. So,
I don't know about all that.
So do you think that is okay to make a woman?
It is. If it's natural, I don't think you should be tampering.
But it gives her the edge to compete.
That's not her fault. It's not her fault. That's her genetics.
Yeah, but
you can't penalize her for her genetics. It was in her DNA. It ain't like she took a needle and start taking steroids and, trying to make us, cheating. And that's part of her natural cycle. So.
I mean, but she may have a case. She may be suing because they made her take drugs.
Yeah, I definitely, I can see her having a case.
And she said these drugs cause all kind of side effects, depression, things like that.
Yeah, I think she got a case.
But she been winning because she has a lot of male testosterone in her body.
But whose fault is that?
She's born with it.
Yeah, that's not her fault. That's genetics.
But you don't think she should be taking the drugs?
No. I don't think she should be putting anything in her body that she doesn't want to put in her body. That's my opinion.
And because
she's not cheating. You gotta understand that. That's something. It's genetic. It's in her DNA. It ain't her fault. It's natural. It ain't something that she induced. It ain't something like she took a needle and enhanced herself. That's just the way her makeup is. They got to deal with it. She's still a woman. Strong ass woman. But
yeah. That's what we're getting to. Like, she had 30 unbeaten. And like, this really been, like, they've been attacking her since Berlin in 2009. Like, they've been coming at her. But
you know why they coming at her? Because she's winning.
Right.
That's why she's coming at her.
Right.
Them other teams that's losing is like the only reason we're losing because we really running against a man. She a man. They trying to say she a man.
Mind you, she's only 18 years old. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She need to stop taking them drugs, though. Whatever they giving her,
she had to either take it or she couldn't run.
That's horrible, man. That's horrible.
It's a bad thing, right?
It's a horrible thing, man. And it sounded to me like she got a case. So she need to go forward with that, in my opinion. She got everything she need right there. The medicine, stuff they tried to make her take, the discrimination, the whole thing.
I wish I could show a picture how she looked, because she got real strong features.
You said words.
Yeah.
Words don't detect. The words, like we need to put her up on the screen, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like, listen, this is how she looks. Is she a man or is she a woman? Like, we let you guys be the judge.
She on the screen, like.
Yeah, just like that. That's how she looked. No. But but something crazy happened at Disney, right? This woman gets thrown out. She gets thrown out of Disney. She had to change her shirt because they said her shirt was too inappropriate.
What was wrong with it?
She had like a tie string,
right?
A half shirt with a brush,
right?
Looked like they were showing, but they wasn't showing,
right?
So they told her to leave to go get another shirt.
Oh, maybe if she was at a water park, she could have got away with it.
They said she violated the actual dress code, but the interesting thing is, so she put this on TikTok,
right? And
she got about 7.9 million views and 1.2 million likes. I'm like,
7.9 million views?
Yes.
Yeah, she needed to go change that shirt.
But
you ain't got to say no more.
Do you think it's a big deal with a dress code for Disney, for people that you can't wear?
Yeah, because you're there with your children, man. That's what Disney is all about. Disney is a family thing. But she had a shirt, though. No. It was a shirt. It was a shirt with a shirt tie. Disney is not an erotic thing. It's not for, erotic. It's not sexual. I'm with the kids. We're going to enjoy this fun time. And that's Disney. Disney ain't that type of park. This ain't that. Somebody need,
She had a top with a tie string.
She got 7.9 million views.
Right, because she was showing the shirt and saying, listen, Disney, they made her leave.
Right.
The park to go get another shirt because they said it was an inappropriate dress code.
It probably was.
I don't think that should.
Did you see the picture?
Yes.
She got.
She had small chest. She didn't have big breasts.
She didn't even have big breasts?
No, she might be an A cup, if that.
Any nipples?
What?
She had big nipples.
What is she? Yeah, we're on the show, man. We're on the show right now.
You just got finished talking about crazy stuff. I say the word nipple. I think nipple is more comforting to talk about. I think nipples, female nipples, is more comforting to talk about than men giving head and all that other crazy stuff. In my opinion.
I'm not talking about what's comfortable.
Right.
I'm just saying her shirt had to be changed. I don't think a shirt was that bad, and I don't think there should be a dress code. I think you should wear whatever you want to wear.
Why did she get 7.9 million views?
Because
in your opinion?
Because of the attention, the shirt, and she always wear those kind of shirts though. Like if you look at her actual profile, she always has those kind of shirts. So it wasn't like they felt like she did it on purpose to get a free shirt because if something happened before when somebody gave somebody another shirt instead of sending them home.
If she's smart, whoever the brand that she, got that shirt from, she need to be calling them.
But
7.9 million, come on, man.
But should Disney have a dress code? Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, they should.
I don't think they should have a dress code.
I do.
I think as long as you have a top on and a bottom on, you should be okay.
If you're there with your family, right? Your wife and your kids, right? Y'all don't need that distraction.
Okay.
Y'all don't need them coming out with the stilettos on and the tiny little booty, stomach out. No, that's not Disney. Is
well,
not
people
for
do
that.
wear that, but people do wear. They wear the Daisy Dukes, but it's like wearing the. Okay? So should you be able to wear a bikini at Disney?
They got a water park?
No, that's not what I'm asking you. Should you be able to wear a bikini at Disney?
I'm asking you, do they have a water park? If they have a water park, then you should be able to wear a bikini.
Then why have a dress code?
I'm saying for the water park.
No, it shouldn't matter where you are.
It should.
It's hot outside. You can walk around.
Because you can get away with bikini at the water park. It's swimming. It's a swimming pool. It got a lot of water features, so you're going to get away with that. You just walking around with a bikini. You ain't going to no pool or nothing. You just felt like putting on a bikini and walking around.
Well, it was a shirt with a tie in the front. The dress. It was
There's more to that shirt than what you telling me about.
In your mind, in your perverted mind, I'm pretty sure you would think that because you talking about nipples and all that.
She got 7.9.
Oh my
views.
gosh, you're stuck on that. My gosh,
something made people want to look. And not no regular plain shirt the way you described it. They ain't got no breasts. Just a regular old woman got 7.9 views. Something ain't right.
It was a nice risque shirt.
You risque?
Yeah. It's a risque
I'm
shirt.
the perv and you know about risque.
That's a word in the dictionary. That's a word in the dictionary.
Ooh, on them late nights.
I would just say I don't think there should be a dress code in Disney. I think they should ease the dress code up a little bit. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if it's hot outside, you can wear what you want to wear.
Something brought the attention of not just the 7.9 million views. Something brought the attention of the employees at Disney.
They're afraid of her breast popping out because the shirt will get undone.
And children is there.
Right, that's what they're afraid of.
Okay.
It's not like children that haven't seen breasts before. Like, I'm pretty sure that happened. I'm pretty sure somebody's shirt came up before in Disney some kind of way by accident.
All right.
But I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think the shirt would have came undone. But even if it did, I just think the dress code thing is they just overdoing it. That's all. I feel like it's what's the big deal? That's me.
And I'm with my kids, and I think women coming to Disney should dress appropriate, in my opinion. If I got my children.
You think kids actually pay attention to that?
Yeah, they do.
They do not. Half of these children, they moms walk around naked all day around them. So they used to seeing. They don't care.
But that's their mother, man. They ain't even trying to see nobody else mom like that.
So you think a little kid is going to say, "Oh, look, mom, her breast is poking up with big nipples."
All right, so I don't even know if I should say that, man.
We might as well. You done put everything else.
So I should say I meet a new woman, right? She got kids, right? So I should just walk around butt naked around her kids, swinging and dinging.
We're talking about Disney. I just want to.
You just said they see their mother naked.
I said the mother. I didn't say the father. I said the mother.
What's the difference?
It's the difference. The mother has nothing swinging in the front. So here's the difference. You know what I mean? It's
some moms clitoris is
sometimes
really huge.
Sometimes the mother can walk around
with a big fat clitoris sitting on the front of that joint looking like a little water balloon.
But the shirt sometimes covers it. They can wear it. But what I'm saying is that's not my point about the clits and all that. You're always going left, which is what you do. But I'm just saying.
You the one said
I didn't say
mom butt naked, your kids watching their mother butt naked.
Correct. I said that.
Is it all right for them to watch the dad butt naked?
And I said no.
Okay.
I said no Because the dad don't even want to be seen butt naked.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Right.
inappropriate.
So we're not talking about, but no one said
You can't say it's inappropriate for a man, but it's not inappropriate for a woman.
No one said being nude at Disney.
Because
you said being nude
because of the different technology. You know what I mean? You can't say that.
We don't care about being nude. We're talking about at Disney. You're talking about, I'm just talking about the dress code.
I'm saying women should dress appropriate around children. That's all I'm saying.
What is called appropriate though?
When you go to Disney, it's a family
So
event. When you walk out of Disney gates and you want to do your thing, then do it after.
So you shouldn't wear booty shorts.
I mean, you get away with booty shorts in Disney because it's hot. You know what I mean? Just cover yourself. There's ways to do it. Women can still have their stomach out. Cover this. Nice shirt. Whatever they call it. The sports joints. Cover, stomach out. Okay. Little nice shorts on. Okay. But when you start splitting it down the middle and showing cleavage and all that, and got the nipples pulsating through the material and all that, that's just a little too much.
So what you're saying is you can put something to cover the nipple so it don't poke out and then it's okay?
Yeah.
All right. So therefore,
keep the nipples suppressed.
So therefore, where would you want to wear? Put the pasty over it so the nipple don't poke out, and then it's cool to wear.
Put a bra on. Put a bra on under whatever you getting ready to wear. That's going to contain the nipples. But when you don't wear a bra and you just wear cotton material, that thing come right through.
All right. So speaking of some of the dumbest women on the planet, woo. Listen, man, if y'all new to the channel, man, Billionaire Radio, right?
Like,
comment, share,
subscribe.
Please
subscribe.
Tune in. But all right, so it's these two women, right?
Right.
Here we go with this fentanyl again. Two women got arrested after police find 500,000 fentanyl pills in the car.
They going to jail for the rest of their life. They kids going to jail. The dog, the fish, everybody going to prison for the rest of their natural born life. 500,000?
500,000 pills. You got two Arizona women were arrested, and it's the traffic stop bus, right?
Somebody gonna want that back.
But this is the dumbest thing. You know why I said this is the dumbest thing?
Why?
You know what caught my attention?
Why?
Because I was saying, like, me, well, how'd they get caught?
All right.
Right?
Let's hear this.
And they had it.
Let's hear how they got caught.
They had them in like collagen, containers, like as supplements. So they had it in like they had it like containers as if it was something else. But this, how they got caught? That's the dumbest thing ever. I'm like, really? This is how they get caught? Really? They got caught speeding.
Oh, that was dumb.
They got caught speeding.
That was dumb.
I'm like, if you got
500,000 fentanyl pills and you can't ride the speed limit?
Exactly. And the sad part, it was two of them in the car, and one of them had two children in the car.
Somebody want that stuff back, bro. 500,000 pills
of fentanyl.
Somebody going, they want their stuff
back.
But
how dumb? I'm not trying to say how to be a criminal, but I am saying how to be a criminal. If you're going to ride around dirty, do not speed.
Yeah, of course. That's elementary.
Like, that's the dumbest thing. They got pulled over for speeding. Right. But do you know how many pills they had, though? 500,000?
Yeah, but all right, just say they did get pulled over for speeding, right? Well, I mean, where do the search come in at?
I thought
you just got pulled over for speeding. That's it. So where did the search come in at?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Guess what? Guess how they got caught? Because they had them placed in different containers, right? And unfortunately, they had two juveniles with them, right?
Right.
But again, guess what happened?
What?
Good old K9. Now, there's a rumor going on. Let's clear the rumor. There's a rumor going on that dogs can't smell fentanyl pills.
Okay.
As of 2018, that has no longer been true, and they can. So the K9 is the one that found the pills when they poured them over.
They got pulled over by the K9 unit.
They got pulled over for speeding
by the K9 unit,
and they had all these containers with like collagen
where
containers.
I'm getting at is, where does the search warrant come in at? That's where I'm getting.
There's no search warrant when the dog stopped barking. When dog starts
What
barking.
law is that?
Because once the dog starts barking, okay, they might have skipped some steps. They might have went ahead and got it. We don't know how that happened. But the canine was going crazy,
Right.
so they knew something was going wrong.
Okay. So they was under suspicion. So they acted under suspicion.
No, they just was speeding.
Okay, I understand that. They got stopped for speeding.
Right.
You give them the ticket and you send them about their way.
Right.
That didn't happen.
Right.
They pull dogs out, dog get to barking. That's suspicion. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not suspicion. Because if you're speeding,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
First of all, why are you speeding? It's a different kind of speeding. You know, why are you speeding? And then you got containers in the car.
You keep talking about these containers. Was the containers visible?
Yes, of course.
Was it a flatbed or they had them in the back seat of the car?
So I said there were collagen containers, man. It was like these, like, looked like it was like, you know, regular containers, but you didn't realize things were inside the containers.
I know, but on a flatbed in the back seat of the car. Because if it was in the trunk, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like they were speeding down the road with these containers out in visibility, like.
Certain places when you get stopped,
Mhm.
the cops are going to ask you, any drugs in the car?
They do that all the time.
Right. And you can say yes or no.
You can say no.
And they say, do you mind if I search?
Yes, I do mind.
Let me tell you something.
Mhm.
I'm going to teach everybody here a lesson, okay?
Right.
If the cops ever pull you over and says, do you mind if I search? Don't tell them no. Let them search. Let them search. Because all they're going to do is detain you and get a search. It just makes your time that longer sitting on the side of the road.
Do not listen to him. Police do not have the right to search your car or you without reasonable doubt. They don't have a reason. They just being suspicious. That's against the law. That will be thrown out. Once you give them the freedom, that's when they take the bat and ram it up the back. Because now you've opened the door for them. It's like a vampire. They can't come into your house unless you invite them in. And then once you invite them in, they suck your blood. And that's what they gonna do to you. You do not allow them to have a free search. That's why you got laws in place. Get
All
you
right.
a lawyer. Don't never tell the police, yeah, go ahead, you can search it. No. You can't.
So you mean, okay, so
Mhm.
you don't, so you're telling me if a cop pull you over
Right.
and say, can I search your car?
He can't.
You're going to tell him no.
No.
Okay.
He can't.
Okay, at that point, what do you think's going to happen next to you?
He's gonna just do a whole lot of this. He don't have a reason.
All right, listen.
He doesn't have a reason
Listen.
to search my car.
All right.
If you want to say I read a red light, give me the ticket. If you want to say I'm missing a light, give me a ticket. But you're not searching my car, and you're not searching me.
All
You
right,
don't have. What reason? Why are you doing that?
All right, so here's the thing, right?
Go ahead.
How hard do you think it is to get a warrant to search your car? Do you know the word probable cause? Remember that?
Do you know how long that? Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of time.
It do not take a lot of
They
time.
don't got time for that, man. That's paperwork. You gotta get it. They got passed through a judge. All that. It ain't as easy as you think it is to get a search warrant, bro. That's a lot of politics in search warrants. Trust
Listen,
me.
I've seen that happen. I've seen it happen.
They want the big fish, and they're small. Now, if they think if they know who you are and you this giant pen or whatever, yeah, they gonna detain you. They gonna hold you until they get the warrant, and then But your lawyers probably, it's a possibility your lawyer's gonna spank it.
Is it worth to go through all that?
It is.
So you're going to sit on the side of the road for an hour or two just because you're going to not let them search the car? No, like if I have nothing in my car, I'm like, yo, go ahead and search it. I don't care.
If I got something, you're gonna find it anyway. I ain't gonna just give it to you. I ain't gonna make it easy for you. If I got it,
So if you're riding
I'm gonna get
dirty,
it.
you're going to
Yeah,
tell them
I'm-
no.
No, I'm taking it all the way down to the wire. Till they say, you know what? Go ahead.
That's never going to happen.
Because they don't got time. It's happened 1,000 times.
You had dirt on you?
It happened 150 times.
You had dirt on you?
Yes.
All right, I'm not even going to believe this story. But if you say no, they're going to want to search the car.
Don't let them. Tell them no. No, you can't search my car. No, I'm not opening my trunk. No, I'm not doing any of that. Tell me why. Am I under arrest? I'm not under arrest? Okay, well, write me my ticket so I can go about my business. That's how it works. It's them people that be paranoid, don't understand the law, them real timid, scary people.
Now, it's not about understanding the law. It
is about understanding the law.
It is not hard.
It's everything about
it is
understanding
not hard
the law.
for them to get a search warrant to search your car.
A lot of people get jammed because they don't know the law.
That's fine. But all right, I'm not going to be. You're missing my point. Your point is you're going to say no. And
Yes,
I get that.
yes,
I'm
no.
telling you, all they're going to do is put you on the side of the road and get
And
permission
I'm telling you,
to get a search warrant.
Don't tell people to give the police permission to check their vehicle or them.
Man, you can search
or
my vehicle.
anything in
Man,
their house.
listen, you search my vehicle, I don't even care. I'm just trying to tell you. It's
You probably ain't got nothing but food in your vehicle.
a lot of food. You know that. Food and protein shakes.
Chicken cheese steak in the trunk.
Listen,
We need backup. The boy got pieces, he got chickens, he got fish, got everything in that job, bro.
I'm glad you know my diet. That shows how close we are. I'm glad you know.
Fish and grits.
Meanwhile, so let's talk about.
It's weird that you like, what's that bread you like, man?
I don't know.
Raw. You like that raw toast. Who like raw toast?
All right. So, do you realize? All right. So let's talk about what's going on now with Twitter.
Okay.
For those that don't know, Twitter just got fined, right? Because now we understand with this telemarketing. You ever wonder how they keep getting your phone number? When you telemarketers,
Google.
no, it's not Google though. It can be Google too, but right now, the FTC just fined Twitter $150 million for violating the Privacy Act.
So who they giving
So,
$150
so
million?
mind you, this is the time when Elon Musk is trying to get Twitter, right?
Right.
And there's things going on, and he's pushing the pause button.
Right.
The things they don't like going on. So now more stuff is coming out, but it's coming out that Twitter was actually selling our private information, phone numbers and email.
And we ain't know that?
No, that's why they got
So
fined.
how we get on that paper so we can get paid?
I don't know about how you can get paid. I don't know how that works.
Who they suing?
I don't-
$158 million is money going to somebody.
No, Twitter has to pay the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission,
Why though?
because they violate the Privacy Act for us.
Right.
So what they're supposed to do is warn us
Okay.
and tell us, hey, your information will be,
Right.
but they don't do that.
Twitter don't do that.
Right now, they're going to try to make this adjustment.
Oh man, I still want to get paid.
But
FTC get paid.
but-
I want to get paid.
but this has
they
been going
wasn't
on.
violated. We was violated. We should get paid. People
You know.
that was violated should get paid.
But there was a whole Privacy Act put in place in 2011.
$158 million.
In 2011, there's a Privacy Act that was put in place.
I could use 20 stacks of that.
And so now we understand where some of this telemarketing is coming from. Because they were actually profiting from selling our information.
We need that. We
You
gotta
know.
get paid.
I don't know how that's going to work.
We gotta
but,
sign the petition. We need to get our money.
but I just want everybody to know that
I
this
don't
is
even know they selling my stuff, but hey,
Right,
you
because-
is, I need that.
because they just because you know you I'm like, how you get my phone number, right? How you get my email?
Yeah, they
So
in there. They
right.
in there.
So Twitter is one of the people now we know.
Because when you first make your account, right, you put most of that stuff in there.
Right,
When you're doing your account, you put all that information in there.
right. And they're supposed to let us know when they're doing that.
Mhm.
You know, so they've been profiting off of us and our information. And this is why now Elon Musk is not saying directly, but this may be some of the reasons why that's not happening. But I just want everybody to know that now you know these apps online. If you wonder if they ever was taking your email, taking your phone number, they actually was doing it.
Twitter wild too, man. Twitter wild.
I know you're gonna go there. I couldn't wait. But I tell you, I mean, if there was ever I could predict you moment, this would be one of them. You know what I mean? Maybe I should skip off of Twitter real quick because you're about to go left, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna be left. I just have a sad moment, man. Rest in peace to Ray Liotta, man. You know what I mean? From the Goodfellas. He's dead now, man. Brother passed away at 67.
From Goodfellas?
Ray Liotta, the actor from Goodfellas.
What was his part in Goodfellas?
He was the main character.
No.
Yeah.
With the funny voice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's my man.
Yeah. Well, the man just passed away. Yeah, he passed away. He's with his fiance in the DR. They were shooting another movie. They just in his sleep. He just died in his sleep.
With his wife.
Fiance.
Oh, fiance. He ain't even married her yet.
Well, it's somebody different. I don't know what his life was. They didn't really get into that. They just said fiance. They didn't really get into details. About her? Just her name, but that's it.
How old was she?
We didn't really get into all that. You know. Her name was JC Natola, but we didn't really get into all that.
I want to know how old she was.
The whole point is that
because he probably died in the nanny.
The whole point is that rest in peace to him.
67
years old. He was on his way. He was shooting another movie. They didn't say that. He said he just died in his sleep.
Yeah, all right.
In the middle of shooting a movie.
He died in the bed, but I don't know if it was in his sleep.
I don't even know if it was a heart attack, but
He probably had a young John.
But people didn't know. He had the main voice character on Grand Theft Auto, like Vice City. That was him. Like he did a lot of movies. We'd be all day laying.
He was good, man. He was good.
Right.
I liked him as an actor.
And he played the guy Henry in Goodfellas. That was his name.
Yeah.
Henry.
And he
he
messed up in the end. He had the family. He had the wife. He had the money and the.
That's the biggest one he's known for.
Right.
So rest in peace to him.
Right.
So I know this is not your favorite topic, but so Caitlyn Jenner, right?
It's not my favorite topic. Why are you bringing it up?
Because I want to see your face. This is real life, man. We gotta talk about this stuff, man.
All right, Caitlyn.
All right, Caitlyn Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
Was Bruce Jenner. You gotta be respectful, man. Caitlyn Jenner now.
All right, Bruce Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
All right, you want to go back and forth with that? It's being disrespectful, right?
It's not.
It is.
No, his name is Bruce Jenner.
All right, so that's like if somebody converts and change their name and you still call them their old name. Isn't that being disrespectful?
It's not a difference. It's not a difference.
But so if somebody called you your American name, when you feel some kind of way?
No, but I'm just saying that's an AKA. That's different. It's different. He's trying to be something different.
No, he's already transitioned.
People who change their names like that still the same person. They be like, oh, that's AKA blah blah blah. They be still the same person. He trying to change as a person. Oh, that's David. Oh no, that's Carol. No.
Well, Caitlyn Jenner is saying that there's not.
Somebody just get killed for that. Stomp their brains out.
No, that they wasn't a transgender. It's cross-dresser. Two different things.
Okay.
Two different things. Cross-dresser. That's somebody pretending to be like this person was a man at work, and then at night was a woman.
All right, go ahead.
That's a cross-dresser.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, see, you don't want to get into that.
No, but hey, go ahead. Say what you got to say.
No, but pretty much Caitlyn Jenner says there's not a lot of transgenders out here right now, and they're pretty much doing it for attention and publicity. She said the real transgenders are suffering from, gender dysphoria, that word, you know what I'm talking about. And he's pretty much saying it's not like these aren't real transgenders. And like, so now she's coming out speaking on it.
Who is she?
Caitlyn Jenner.
All right, go ahead, bro.
It's a she.
It's Bruce Jenner, man. But go ahead. Bruce, the girl part of Bruce said what?
Pretty much it's a whole this whole thing now, and she's coming out on interviews and she's letting everybody know that, because what happened is they feel like since Caitlyn came out, there's been a lot of more transgenders, but saying that they really don't know what a transgender is. They really think they're transgender, but they're not. And they're saying real transgenders really suffer from the gender dysphoria. And they said it's unfair for those that's thinking they're trans, but they're not.
And the part that's making me mad is that they don't know what the heck they want to do. They always changing their mind about this, the little things. I ain't that. Now I'm woe is me. Come on, man. Every time I turn around, they talking different. I mean, then they got this issue. They ain't got this issue. And all these issues, they created these issues.
I just brought this up just to get under your skin, right?
No, I'm just saying.
I know. I don't care about this topic. I just know it gets under your skin.
It doesn't,
but
it doesn't.
I know. But this week you asked me to talk about something. Mm-hmm. You said you want me to look into something, and you said, "Listen, I want to talk about what the biggest thing is right now that's going on."
Right.
And I said, you know what? Give me a minute. I'll talk about it.
Right.
And a couple other people asked me for my opinion. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, we got to talk about the Uvalde shooting, the school shooting.
Right.
And now, for those that don't know, you'll probably be living under a rock if you don't know by now. But there was a mass shooting in Texas at one of the schools, which is it was a very sad. It was an elementary school, very sad. And so my take on everything, because people don't know, and like I said, 19 was killed. Of course,
2 teachers, right?
Yeah,
19 kids, 2 teachers.
Yeah, it was definitely sad, and you know, and so the 18-year-old did it with, and I'm gonna try to not be long because I definitely want to touch on some things. Because
but I would love to give my opinion. Save me some give me at least a minute 40.
All right, well, you go first.
All right,
because you dying to get that off.
First of all, they get there at 11:30, and they don't go in till 1. Another thing, a parent who doesn't have a gun, who doesn't have a vest, went in, somehow got in, got her kids, and she came out. I'm not calling her a hero because there were still more kids in there. She shouldn't have just rescued her kids. She should have rescued as many kids as she possibly could. Police officers on the scene went in, got their children, and came out with their children. The same police officers who got there at 11:30 and didn't even try to do anything until 1.
Are you stuck on that?
The bull, hold up, I'm done after this. The bull shot his grandmother. She was still able to call the police, tell him where he was heading. Police officer met him on the scene. Did not murder him, did not kill him.
Kill who?
The shooter.
Not true. Keep going.
Okay. Did he have an F-51 truck? Did he run a truck into the building?
Wait a minute. Keep going.
All right. Didn't engage with him. Let him walk into the school and handle his business.
All right. That's your story?
That's my story.
All right. Don't believe that story. But, so let's talk about what really happened.
Okay.
Yeah, he shot his grandma in the face.
Uh-huh.
He's actually chatting to this girl from Germany, Munich, Germany. You know, he's telling her everything. They're FaceTiming.
Right.
He met her about, May 9th. He met her, and he's just telling her what's going on. But I want to touch on, this is what bullying does to kids. Guys, this kid was bullied all through school. He dropped out of high school because he's bullied so much. Bullying, fighting, picked on him. He didn't have any friends. He was a loner. He worked at the local Wendy's. He went in, night shift, got his check, went home. Didn't have a lot of friends. He played Xbox with one of the kids. But they all said he was bullied.
About what? Was he trying to be a girl?
Nah, he was nothing like that. He was an 18-year-old.
It had nothing to do with his sexuality?
No, nothing at all.
That's a lot of stories out there then. But go ahead.
Well, they saying the way he dressed, they teased him about how he dressed because he didn't have a lot of money. So the way he dressed and his clothing. Okay. And they also labeled him, they teased him and said he looked like a mass shooter anyway. So you like a shooter. Like they teased him about things. But now to talk about the story, yeah, he shot his grandmother in the face, FaceTiming this girl that he met on the, and he shot his grandmother in the face. The grandmother wasn't critical, but now it was just, she upgraded. They did a helicopter lift to get her. So she'll live, look like she got to get reconstructive surgery in her face.
She was able to use the phone, so
And so after he shot his grandmother, he told the girl, I just shot my grandmother. Now remember, he purchased 2 AR-15s on his 18th birthday.
Long, AR-15, long.
2 of them.
Okay.
2 of them on his birthday, mind you. So what they're saying is, of course, he crashed into a little ditch, and that's when what you're talking about. He crashed to a ditch, grabbed the gun, went toward the school. Now, so what they're not talking about, they're trying to change it up because it was like, how did he get into the school?
They said somebody left the door.
No, I told you that. Okay. I told you somebody left the door open, which is true. They're trying to fix it up. So they talk about, why would you be leaving the door open for somebody to come in? Anything could happen. You always keep the doors closed, especially in this school, you talking about 2nd through 4th grade. You know, now you want to know how he got some people came and got some of the kids out, because when he came in shooting, he went to one room. All this happened in one room, and he barricaded the door so you couldn't come in. And there was 2 adjacent rooms, so now he started shooting everybody. And that's when he started shooting, killing people. One of the boys climbed out the window. He got glass cut up. But the issue is, leaving the door open is one thing.
Didn't somebody put blood all over their body?
Yeah, I told you that too. But that's just what happened to one of the girls to stay alive. She put somebody's blood all over, so that way they think she was dead. But you gotta understand, when the police came on the scene, they just know there was a mass shooter. Now, after he got to the accident, which wasn't an accident, he crashed into the ditch, the little canal, you know, in the middle of the road where the water supposed to travel through, like a sewage type of thing. And so he crashed under, he couldn't get out. He runs out with the gun, leaves the one gun in the car. But he had a lot of magazine rounds. He had about 1,657 rounds. He had, they found 15 magazine rounds. He had 58 magazines that's found in the school just alone. 11 inside in the school. He had 3 on his body. And they said, you know, different rooms. We had more magazines, room 112, room 111. Those are the 2 rooms that he did his shooting in. But I'm talking about the bullying. Like, it's sad for rest in peace to everybody that died here. But do you realize that this is a kid that's been bullied, picked on his whole life? And
excuse my language, but him.
He's dead. He's dead.
Him.
They came in and shot him.
I ain't got no love for him.
I never said
I don't care if he was bullied, bro.
I know you don't care.
He went up in there and murdered children, bro.
And unfortunately,
19 kids, bro.
And
the police sat out there and did nothing.
Well,
law enforcement sat out there and did absolutely nothing. You think in an hour and a half, if they just ran up in there, he was going to shoot the kids anyway. So if they would have just ran up in there and engaged him, how many kids probably still be alive right now?
Well, here's
an hour and a half to shoot children, bro.
All right, so here's you gotta understand. Yeah, they said it was a bad call, but whenever you have a shooter on a school, they were evacuating the kids, getting the kids out. Right? First of all, you got to find out where the shooter is. They said it was hard. It wasn't enough manpower because he barricaded in the classroom. So what they're not going to do is shoot in the classroom because there's kids in the classroom too. So that was the disadvantage that people aren't speaking of, is that he's in the classroom with children, so they couldn't just run there and they had to figure that out.
So why was they tasing parents that was trying to run up in the building? Why was the police tasing parents trying to stop them?
Do you have document information of that? I don't have any document information of that.
I'm pretty sure you could pull it up.
I don't know. I just didn't read that.
I read it.
Okay, great. So
it's on my phone.
That's fine, but that's not my point. Your point is why did? Because my whole point, it's a sad situation, and I feel like now before, because I know we're going to close out. I feel like we need to talk about security for these schools. You know, there should be an armed guard on duty in the school,
vest up and everything. They should have on vest.
They should have an armed guard
rifle
in the student.
They should have some.
There should be 24-hour security. Because the one lady said, well, she's seen heard the accident, seen the guy running toward the school with a gun. That's the one that called 911.
Right.
But we're talking about how you get in the building.
Right.
So why would you leave the door left open? They said that a teacher left the door ajar. Did not mention this teacher's name or anything. But why is the door left ajar? Because he can't, if the doors are closed, he can't get in the building.
Right.
That's what we got to understand. And at the same time,
I mean, that's hearsay though.
The
door being ajar is hearsay.
That's not hearsay. They actually have the video footage.
Well, that means someone let him in, and that's a whole nother story.
We can't say that they let him in. I'm not going to say that at all.
Why did they leave the door ajar?
It may have had a cigarette break. I don't know. I can't get into that. I won't say that. You know, I'm not going to blame anybody for something that horrific that happened.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like, that was, you know, that's a bad situation all along. But I'm telling you, see, the same way you're ignoring the bullying, that's why there's going to be more shootings if you don't pay attention to stuff like that.
All I'm saying is the world is rough, man. Everybody ain't having a great day every day.
That's not.
Everybody got adversity, man. Everybody deal with different things in their life. I mean, you get bullied, okay, you got to man up.
No, it's not. It's not.
You don't go murder 20 kids because somebody bullying you.
I'm not saying that's the right answer, but I'm saying that you got to pay attention to the kid being bullied and don't have any friends. That quiet kid being bullied, don't have any friends. Pay attention to that kid.
All right, well, go out in the forest and shoot some animals or something. You got that much anger built up in you, go shoot some deer and rabbits, something. Do something. You know what I mean? But don't go up into a school and murder children. I said
that was wrong. But see, you got to understand.
I ain't got no sympathy for him.
I don't have me either.
At all.
Me either. Do you hear me say I'm crying for the boy? I mean, rest in peace to, you know what I mean, everybody that died. I said that. But I'm not saying that I have sympathy to the person. I never said that. I'm just saying, and so you keep ignoring the part. See, you gotta understand this bullying thing is real. You see what I mean? And most of the time when you hear these situations, it's the kid they said this kid was bullied. They got him being getting beat up, like all through school.
Bullying is real, but bullying is another topic. We ain't got time to even get on that topic.
I don't think it's another topic to discuss, but
it is a topic to discuss. But that's a whole nother topic, bullying. I ain't saying bullying is right. Bullying is wrong. But I mean, the way people handle it, I mean, come on.
But pay attention to that quiet kid in your school, in neighborhood that's not talking, that everybody's picking on. Pay attention to that kid. That's all I'm saying.
They used to lock the doors. They used to close the school. They need to come up with a new system where the teacher could just push a button, lock the doors. He can't get in. You might have to start.
I just talked about that. You might have to
start putting metal doors in.
I just talked about that. I just said the teacher left the door open.
Yeah, like prison.
The teacher left the door ajar. So how do you stop that teacher from leaving the door open? That's what we're talking about.
What I'm saying, when he come in and the threat, the teacher will be able to push a button. That's over. Electronically, he can't get in he can't hurt the children. He can't get in. The door's made of metal. She gonna push another button. The police is on their way, and everybody should be fine.
You live in a fairy tale world. No one knows he came inside until he heard the shooting.
All right, bro, let's just end the show.
They heard the shooting. Just end the show.
We got 40, 50 more to do.
I'm just saying. It was a sad situation, but I had to get over. Everybody wanted me to talk about it. So I talked about it last because I wasn't going to talk about it. Mm-hmm. But everybody wanted to. I'm like, man, y'all see it on the news all day. But anyway, if y'all new to the channel,
like, comment, share, subscribe.
You finally said all four. I'm proud of you, man. Appreciate it. Got it. Listen, Billionaire Radio, Season 2, Episode 59 in the books. Sponsored by Outfit for You by Michael Keenan. We out, baby. Billions.